Hi, I'm Aparna Nancherla, and today I'm talking about my magic number. I would want to put a quantifiable amount on my magic number, but I honestly do not have the financial acumen to do that. So I'm gonna go with an answer that just feels right and say $1 million.
Approximately how much do you have saved currently?
Honestly, do not know the exact number that I have saved, but I would want to put it in the ballpark of at least 1/5 of that. And that is sort of an aspirational answer in that I want it to be 1/5 of that.
Where do you want to live in retirement?
I haven't narrowed down a city that I want to live in retirement, but I do think I ideally want to live in a community of other fun, elderly singles. A Golden Girls vibe would be great. I think sort of that college feel where you can just pop in on your neighbor, maybe have a weird fling with your other neighbor, but then it doesn't have to be that weird because maybe they will pass away shortly after that.
Do you have any debts that could delay your retirement?
I am very fortunate in that I do not have debt at this current moment, and I feel extremely lucky to say that, but I am also in an industry that is very unpredictable, and I do not know what my income stream will be even in a year, I would say.
Are you investing in an IRA, 401k, or other retirement accounts?
I am investing in an IRA, and to be quite frank, I only learned what that stood for about 3 years ago. I have help managing it, and I would say every time my financial manager emails me about the state of it, I am scared to even open the email. My biggest financial fear about retirement is that I did not plan for it properly because it is not something I think about at all, and I think I'm really relying on Pete, my financial retirement manager, to come through for me in a big way, and I do not think Pete will watch this.
Is there one thing that you refuse to stop spending money on, even if that means you're going to need to work longer?
Basically, I travel semi-regularly for work, and for whatever reason, I've decided I have to sample the bougie coffee shop in every city across America and the world, even though they are, spoiler alert, essentially the same in every single place. The coffee shops that stand out for me are the one where the barista will know me from something on my IMDb page and give me a free cookie.
So you are planning for retirement?
Yes, one free cookie at a time.
If you had to retire today with your current savings, how long do you think you could survive before you run out of money?
I think if I really pared down my lifestyle, and I think this is my mindset, that when I retire, I'm just gonna become, a minimalist who just eats like a block of tofu every morning, and that kind of carries me through to dinner. Like, I think I just envision myself living far more simply as a retiree, which makes no sense at all, because that's when you're supposed to live it up even more. So I think at this rate, with my current savings, I would last maybe 5 more years. If I am fully able to embrace the naked and afraid route, then maybe like 10 to 15 years, which is really all I need.
What age would you like to retire?
I would love to retire any day now. If I'm, being a good capitalist cog, then I will give myself another 20 years of work, so retiring at 62.
Feel like you have a retirement plan, or are you kind of winging it, or is it just all on Pete?
I mean, I'm definitely winging my retirement plan, and because he's not going to watch this, I can say this. I don't know if Pete and I are even on the same page a lot of the time. He's talking about the markets, and I'm not sure even which markets he's talking about. Part of what will make me feel better about approaching retirement is maybe Pete and I starting some sort of couples therapy together and hashing it out.
What is one thing that you wish someone had told you sooner about saving for retirement?
I wish in high school they told you this is something you should think about. Same way I just learned that apparently you're supposed to clean the filter in your dishwasher. Apparently this is something everyone's been doing and nobody told me or you either.
Do you trust that Social Security will be there for you when you do retire?
I do not. This is the one thing, I'm a millennial, I'm an elderly millennial, and this is one thing everyone keeps saying is that the boomers ruined Social Security. I also am not clear how they did that. I think they went hog wild with it, I guess, and so there's not enough for us. I don't know, they ruined it somehow, and now the rest of us are socially insecure in many ways.
What is the worst impulse purchase that you've made that could have gone into your retirement fund?
I would say most clothes I buy are bad decisions. They happen late at night. They're not clothes that I'm gonna wear. I think at night it's a little bit Jekyll and Hyde, where I turn into someone who has a wildly different wardrobe that doesn't make sense in the light of day. I think I bought like a short sleeve jumpsuit with like an animal print. I just don't know who that woman is who would wear that and what my relationship is to her or where she would wear it. And now that evidence is in my closet and it might have to be in court someday.
Having spent the last 15 minutes thinking about retirement, is there any new perspective you have or something that you're going to shift as you move forward?
The thought of retirement has become more front of mind, but will I take steps to address it more adequately? Absolutely not.